Rizal had his early education in Calamba and Binyan. It was a typical schooling that a son of an ilustrado family gotten during his time, characterized by the 4 R's: reading, writing, arithmetic, and religion. Knowledge was constrained into the minds of the pupils by means of the tedious memory method, aided by the teacher's whip. In spite of the defects of the Spanish system of elementary education, Rizal was able to acquire the necessary instruction preliminary for college work in Manila. It may be said that Rizal, who was born a physical weakling, rose to become an intellectual giant in spite of the outdated and backward system of instruction obtaining in the Philippines amid the last decades of the Spanish regime. Doña Chidora Alfonso, the mother of Jose Rizal, serves as his first teacher. He learned the alphabet at the age of 3 from his mother and also learned how to write and read. Rizal's mother discovered his son's talent in poetry, so she encouraged the little boy to compose more poems. Doña Chidora had to tell numerous stories to invigorate Rizal's imagination and creativity. Aside from his mother, he also procured lessons from his 3 maternal uncles, who helped him develop his skills and talents. Uncle Jose Alberto developed his artistic ability and gave wise direction in his studies. Uncle Gregorio motivated him to be a wide reader and ingraining the love for education. And lastly, Uncle Manuel Alberto trained him to excel in sports. Aside from the training from his uncles, his father Don Francisco Mercado hired private tutors. Jose Rizal's first private tutor is Maestro Celestino. Maestro Lucas Padua was his second teacher, and Maestro Leon Monroy got to be Rizal's mentor in Spanish and Latin. Tragically, after 5 months, Maestro Monroy passed away. After his death in 1869, Doña Chidora and Don Francisco has chosen to send Jose Rizal to a private school in Binyan, and this is where the formal schooling of our young hero began. Rizal's older brother, Pasiano, went with Rizal to Binyan, where he brought him to the school of Maestro Justiniano Cruz. The school was just in the house of Maestro Cruz, a small nipa that is about 30 minutes away from the home of Jose's aunt, where he is staying. Academically, Jose Rizal was the brightest among the pupils. He surpassed his classmates in Spanish, Latin, and other subjects, which made his older classmates jealous of him. After studying in Binyan, Jose went back to Calamba. Following a couple of long periods in staying in Calamba, the 12-year-old Jose was sent by his parents to Ateneo de Municipal de Manila, or presently known as Ateneo de Manila in Intramuros, to study. Rizal took the entrance examination at the Colegio de San Juan de Letran on June 10, 1872. It is worth mentioning at this juncture that exams for incoming freshmen in the different colleges for boys were administered at the Colegio de San Juan de Letran, since the Dominicans exercised the power of inspection and regulation over Ateneo at that time. After passing the qualifying examination, Rizal sought admission at the Ateneo Municipal. At the outset, Rizal was refused entry into the institution for 2 reasons. Aside from being a late registrant, he was very frail and undersized for his age. Father Magin Fernando, the college registrar, was at first very firm in denying Rizal admission. Nonetheless, due to the intervention of Manuel Jerez, the college register finally admitted the young Jose. Run by the Jesuit Congregation or Society of Jesus, Ateneo upheld religious instruction, advanced education, rigid discipline, physical culture, and cultivation of the arts like music, drawing, and painting. The school was formerly known as Escuela Pia or Charity School, a school for poor boys in Manila established by the city government in 1817. In his first year in Ateneo, He encountered discrimination from his educators and classmates, primarily because he was from Calamba, Laguna. For this reason, Jose was ranked last from his class, but made an impressive advancement later on. Rizal emerged as the Emperor, a title given to the most intelligent in the class. To improve his knowledge in Spanish, he took private lessons in Santa Isabel College during break time, which made him better in speaking in Spanish than his own language. After 5 years of studying in the Ateneo, Rizal at 16 graduated and got the highest grades in all subjects including philosophy, physics, biology, chemistry, and language. He obtained his degree in Bachelor of Arts with a grade of sobresaliente, which means excellent in all his subjects. However, Rizal did not graduate valedictorian. It was Rizal's unselfish exploit of his mental gift which profited the Filipino people. Don Francisco, Rizal's father, decided to send Rizal to pursue his higher education in Manila. Rizal's mother opposed the idea of him studying further in University of Santo Tomas. She stated, if he gets to know more, the Spaniards will cut off his head. But Rizal still continued on with the support of Pasiano and Don Francisco. He started studying in UST in 1877, where he studied in philosophy and letters. At the same time, he took a land surveyor and assessor's degree or expert surveyor educational course. He finished his surveyor's training in 1877, passed the licensing exam in May 1878, though the license was granted to him only in 1881 when he reached the age of maturity. After a year in UST, Jose changed course and enrolled in medicine to be able to cure the deteriorating eyesight of his mother. But being tired of the discrimination by the Dominican professors to Filipino students, he stopped attending classes at UST in 1882. While Rizal was considered a Tomasian, he was unhappy with his stay in UST for 3 reasons. First, the Dominican professors were unpleasant to him. Second, racial discrimination among the Filipino students was apparent. And third, the instructional approach was old-fashioned and autocratic. Rizal continued his medical studies in Europe. Before leaving, he consulted his 2 siblings, Pasiano and Saturnina, about his decision, and the 2 supported Rizal's plan. However, part of his plan was not seeking permission from his parents, for he knew that they would disapprove it. On May 3, 1882, he left for Spain and enrolled in medicine and philosophy and letters at the Universidad Central de Madrid on November 3. In June of the following year, Rizal received the degree of licentiate in medicine at the age of 23. His rating, though, was just fair, for it was affected by the low grades he got from UST. The next school year, 1884 to 1885, he took and completed the 3 additional subjects leading to the Doctor of Medicine degree. He was not awarded the doctor's diploma, though for failing to pay the fee and the required thesis. Exactly on his 24th birthday, the Madrid University awarded him the degree of licentiate in philosophy and letters with the grade of excellent or sobresaliente. We can thus agree that Rizal was a better philosopher than a physician. Wanting to cure his mother's advancing blindness, Rizal went to Paris. He was said to have attended medical lectures at the University of Paris. In February 3, 1886, Rizal arrived in Heidelberg, Germany. He attended the lectures at the University of Heidelberg. He also worked at the University Eye Hospital under the guidance of Dr. Otto Becker. In Heidelberg, the 25-year-old Rizal completed his eye specialization. To all his life studying, he have preserved all the struggles and discrimination of the friars and other people. We should take him as an inspiration to us in our life and overcome our problems and challenges.